So let's talk about teaching live. So when I teach live, I make a PowerPoint that has buttons for each day of the week, and I use the same PowerPoint for the whole week. I always start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we go through and we watch a couple videos and we talk about the calendar with the date, how many days of the week, and we sing some specific content songs that I want to include for the day when I'm sharing my screen for my PowerPoint. I keep that pretty short and simple because I use a lot with my document camera and I switch back to my document camera. And so I only use the PowerPoint at the beginning and I don't go back to that. I complete everything in the PowerPoint and then I switch back to just my face or to my document camera when I'm teaching live. And I want to show you how to create this PowerPoint. Let's talk about teaching live and using a PowerPoint to teach live and how to make buttons to organize your PowerPoint. This is the PowerPoint that I used for my kindergarten class, and each of these black rectangles are buttons that go to the different pages. So these are the pages in this PowerPoint that I am doing for this current week. And when I share my screen, my students see this welcome page first, and then I click to this day of the week slide when I'm ready to start. So whatever day of the week it is, I choose that day, and it goes to that day in the PowerPoint slide. We always start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we talk about the date. And this little part right here, I circled on the computer using the draw function in PowerPoint, and I was able to circle the date. I do days of our school live. Today we've been in school for 16 days. And then I move to the days of the week, the month of the year, talk about our sight words that we're going to cover for the week. I made myself into a GIF of me thinking about the sight words, which is fun, interactive, especially when I'm sharing my screen and my students can't see my face anymore. It's so much fun to have your GIF on the PowerPoint slide. This is rhyming words slide that I did, and when I did it, I unshared my screen so I'm able to manipulate the pictures at the bottom, and they were all at the bottom, and I moved them into the correct boxes when my students responded with the rhyming answer. With this one, I used the draw feature up here to draw the M on the screen so the students can see me writing the letter. And with the draw feature, it's so much fun to change the pens to different colors, and this rainbow one and the marble blue one is super exciting. So then you are also able to embed YouTube videos into the PowerPoint and the ads don't show up. I always take screenshots of our assignments for the day and show them what they're going to be doing for the day, and we talk about them real quick. This is more of my lesson of beginning sounds. Our letter of the week is M, so I put an M video in there. Live on the call live, I had a blank slide in here, but I put in or changed to the pen, and I hand wrote out the letter M to show them, and then the highlighter is where I was just pointing out the difference between the top point of the M and then the curved top of the lowercase m. Then we talked about the writing road, and I just hand drew this on my screen. I have a document camera, but at the moment I was just using the screen to show them what I needed to do. Then the next activity we were going to do was the circle map with M pictures, and these are just various clip arts that I have on my computer that I just added in to the PowerPoint. The last slide, I have myself as a gift doing thumbs up to show my students and myself that this is the end of the PowerPoint. And then I would go back to my face so they could see my face live and switch to the document camera for other activities that we were going to do. So I'm going to show you how to create this PowerPoint and how to make the buttons. So on another video, I'm going to show you how to make this image together for your first slide. This is the picture that I put together and saved as a picture, so the font and all the fanciness stays every time I use it. This next slide, I also made a banner at the top for myself, and I added this cute little clipboard, myself as a gift, and little decorations at the bottom. I used these same 2 slides for every single week, but I changed the content and the rest of it. So let's add these buttons. Here we go. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to add a shape. Whatever shape you want. You could even use pictures. On my other PowerPoint, I had rectangles at the bottom, but we're going to do this one with, I'm going to do it more oval. I'm going to fill it with pink, and I'm going to put a border around it that's black, and then change the border. Okay, the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to put 5 of them out there to see the spacing that you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the spacing for each of my circles. Okay, they all fit. That's good. I can even make them a little bit longer. Okay, then I'm going to add the day of the week. I'm going to change the font color. Then I'm going to copy 5 of them again. The reason I deleted them and put the font in and then copying them again is so the font and the text can be in all of them, and I don't have to recreate that again. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a little smaller. Oh boy. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, it's not centered, so I'm going to select them all. I'm holding down the control button so I can select them all. And I'm going to shift them over towards the middle of the screen and up a little bit. There we go. So now you also need to add slides that just say the day of the week. So I added a squarish rectangle text or picture up here. So I insert a shape and I did it the whole size of the slide. I colored it pink. I added the text of Monday, and I did that for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So to make the buttons work, you need to click on the shape. Don't click in the words. You need to click on the shape. This Monday slide that I'm going to link it to is slide number 3. So click on the shape, go up here to link, which is at the top in the middle under insert. And I'm going to go to slide number 3. You can see preview there, so you know which one you're linking to. Tuesday's slide is slide number 7. So I'm going to link, and you're going to go to place in this document, slide number 7. Wednesday, you find the Wednesday one is slide 11. You're going to link and go to slide 11. Thursday's slide is slide 15. Slide 15. Okay, and then the Friday slide is slide 19. Link to slide 19. Now, I always do this first. It is okay to do your buttons first because the more content you add, the button will follow the page that you first attached the slide to. So in my Monday one, you see I only have the Pledge of Allegiance, the date, and then the day of our school live. I'm going to add in more pages for other content that I'm going to use. And then let's go share the screen and see that Monday goes to the Monday one. And I'm going to go back, and Tuesday goes to the Tuesday one. So even though I originally had this Tuesday slide and I linked it to page slide 7, even if you add in extra pages, the button still goes with the slide that you first linked it to. So don't worry about that getting messed up. If you do the buttons first, you can add all the content in that you want. So I made this Pledge of Allegiance slide, this Pledge of Allegiance page I got off of Teachers Pay Teachers and inserted it into my slide. And then I just got a picture of flag from Google, and I copied both of them and I saved them as a picture so I can add them into my slide each time. I got this calendar off of Google and just put it in, and then I circled the date with my draw feature, this draw feature right here in PowerPoint. I inserted the days of our school lives and then the text box, and then each day I just changed the days that we've been in school for. And as you can see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I start with those 3 same slides every single time. After the days of our school life slides, the use blank ones, I add in videos and content and different things that I want to have for the week. And it is very helpful for me to go through when I'm planning for the whole week, and I put in all of the content for the whole week. So when I'm teaching live, I don't forget anything. There was oftentimes before I started making these that I would get done with my live and then completely forget about some major concept that I needed to cover. And I was getting sad because I was forgetting things and messing it up. And that was not making me very happy. So I decided that I didn't like the difference in size of font. So I'm changing this to just the letter for the day of the week. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to copy the formatting, and I'm going to put that in for each day. This is my week 5, so I'm going to add in week 5 because I'm getting ready to plan for week 5 of kindergarten. And there you have it, teaching live with a PowerPoint and making sure that you have all your content in and keeping the buttons. So all of your buttons work with the slides that you have in there. Go into these individual sections, and you want to get back to the beginning because maybe you went to the wrong day or you wanted to do something else and show your students something different. These little flamingos at the bottom I made into a home page, and it takes me back to the home page. So let's talk about that. I put these little flamingos on all the pages, and they're down at the bottom. It's just a picture, and the picture, I linked it, insert link, I linked it to slide number 2. So you can link pictures in there as well. I use the pictures as my home button to take me back to my home page of this button page right here. And so that's linked to slide number 2. So if I press that button, it will always take me back to this page. So I can select something else. Thank you.